right. So I saw some of you guys already took the test over the weekend. Um, that's not a problem. I mean, like I told you guys that you could take it whenever you wanted. But I still kind of we're doing the review today, and the test is technically tomorrow, so I kind of still have to follow that order. So I'll go over the review with you guys today. My guess is we'll do it, I don't know, for probably half the hour or something like that, and then you should have half the hour to work on it. You are welcome to take the test whenever you want. So you guys, if you would like to take the test tonight, like right after doing the review, you certainly can do that if you want. Like if it's fresh in your head and you're feeling good about it, you can take the test right away then if you want to do that. Other than that, my plan was to dedicate tomorrow's class period for the test. So basically all I really care about is if you take the test ahead of time, I need you in class tomorrow so that I can take attendance. I mean, like you basically only have to come for like a minute just so that I can write you down for attendance. And then that way whoever's taking the test tomorrow can just take it at that time, and I can kind of do attendance from there. It's pretty much it. The only thing semi-difficult about this is just taking attendance. Other than that, I don't care when you take the test. So if you have something difficult tomorrow and you want to focus on that tomorrow, take your algebra test today, and then you guys can kind of pick and choose what how you want to set up your testing for right before break. So why don't we do some of these questions together? Let's go with Asher. Asher's going to help us start off today. Is that true? Or not? Where are you, Asher? You just logged in. You got to be there. Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it then. I'll call somebody else. All right. Yeah. Cullen. Cullen, let's try number 1. If we do number 1, how do we simplify that? Where'd you get 15 from? Ah, okay, I got it. Yes, correct. This says 5x to the negative 3. Okay, so do you remember what to do with a negative power? It kind of sounded like you did. Kind of. So a negative power means that you move it to the other part of the fraction. So I'm going to write x positive 3 on the bottom. Instead of being a negative power on top, it would be a positive power on the bottom. And then the other thing we have to figure out, should the 5 move or should the 5 stay where it is? Does the 5 have a negative power on it? Okay. Does the 5 have a negative power on it? Oh, okay, so then that kind of answers it. Excuse me. So some people will look at number 1 and accidentally keep the 5 with the x. But the negative power is only on the x, not on the 5. So this is how you simplify number 1. All right, nice job, Colin. Thank you. How about you, Devin? You think you could help me with 3? Let's step it up a notch or 2. Excellent, thank you. The second thing you said is better. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take care of these squareds, and we're going to square everything, each parentheses. So before we can combine things together, we have to make sure to kind of take care of the power that's on the parentheses. So 5 squared would be 25. And then this is what you had said that you weren't sure about, but you were correct. X to the 5th, when you square it, becomes x to the 10th. That's what it sounded to me like you weren't so sure about? Okay, what do I do with the y then? What do I get with y? Good. Okay, second parentheses, what do we get? Good, good, good. And then y to the second power. Okay. And then from here, now we can combine things. So 25 times 16 is 400. I'm not so worried about that part. Like you can use your calculator or whatever. How do I put together the x10 and the x2? I think this is what you were trying to say at first. What does that become? Yeah. Is it coming through choppy for you too? Yeah. Okay. No, that's right. What do I do? What do I do with x10 and x2? How do I put those together? Okay. Nice. Very nice. I mean, like, so if you've got two different ones being multiplied, you add their powers. I've definitely been Google Meet has been having some issues today. Like all 3 hours today, a lot of weird things are happening with it. So I'm hoping this comes out okay for you guys, but do know that that's kind of the reason I'm recording it, because I know it's not going to always come out great. Apparently we are allowed to switch to Zoom after we come back from break. And then the only goal of that is to just basically find out what's going to work best for us. So we'll probably try Zoom after break just to see how it works and see if it'll run better. I have no idea. I have a feeling they'll all be the same, but we'll find out. But thank you, Devin. Honey, how about you? Can you help me with 4? Like, what do we do with division? Uh-oh. I don't think... I wonder if it's... how about you, Parker? Yours is the only one I think that's working well, as far as I can tell. Do you remember what to do with division? You don't switch them. So what you said first was okay. We could certainly do that. We could bring the y to the -3 to the top as a +3. And now since there's 2 different y's, you can add their powers together. So that part was correct. I mean, like you have options, but what you said works just great. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Do you remember what to do with their being divided though? Like, how do you combine them together? Yeah, perfect. You take the top minus the bottom. And then the ones that are being multiplied, you add. So we would get x negative 2, y 8. And then the negative 2 would go to the bottom for the final answer. Okay, good, Parker. Yeah, I was hoping you could help me with the first part, which was the hardest, and you did a good job at that. Olivia, are you there? Yes, maybe. Awesome. What do I do with number 5? These are called like terms. Do you remember what to do with the like terms? Because it can get confusing going between multiply, divide, add, subtract. And... Do you want me to help you through this one, or do you just remember how to do it? I can. Okay, so this says 3 of the x squareds plus, when there's no number there, do you remember how many that is? So if there's no number in the front, it's 1. So when there's no number, it's a 1. So we're basically saying 3 of the x squareds plus 1 of the x squareds would be how many of the x squares? So 3 plus 1. Yeah. So when you're adding and subtracting like terms, you keep the letter and the power the same. That's basically the hard part of this. Because up top when we were multiplying, you make the powers bigger. But when you're adding and subtracting, you keep the power the same. Sam, are you there? And how's your internet coming in? How about you, Taylor? This is kind of a rough day for the internet today, isn't it? Well, I was going to kind of let you pick, but I was thinking 9. I don't know. Anything that's up on the screen, your choice. Okay. All right. How do we do that? Perfect. So they're like terms. Do I need to worry about the parentheses over here? Well, either one of them. Like in this particular problem, is the parentheses doing anything? Correct. Because there's no number in front of the parentheses, no negative sign, there's nothing to multiply out. So correct. In this problem, the parentheses aren't doing anything at all. So negative 8 to the x squareds plus 12 of the x squareds. It is 4. Hold on. Correct. So there's no more x's, yeah. Perfect. That's good. So that's pretty good to do that kind of off the top of your head. Okay, I have to pause for a second. I think somebody came to my door. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So Taylor basically went through 9 perfectly. Let's see, 12. I see 12 as a minus sign. Jeremy, do you think you could help me with 12? Like, what do I do when there's a minus sign in front of the parentheses? So I've got to do something first. Okay, good. That's a good way of saying it. You basically kind of distribute out the minus sign. So then minus 4x squared minus 2x minus 7. And then now what do we do after that? True. Do you think you could kind of like lay it out for me? But you're correct. Yep. Perfect. Yep. So it's like 1 minus 4. Yep. Yep. It would. It cancel out. Very, yeah, very good. And then that'd be your final answer. Okay. Very good. Let's see. I should probably zoom out a little bit for this one. Here we go. So, Carly, how about you? How confident are you feeling on 14? I 100% can. Okay, so it says a triangle with 3 sides. We can draw it if that helps. So these are supposed to be the sides. Like, for whatever reason, they're like little equations, okay? And then it asks you to find the perimeter. Do you remember how to find the perimeter of something? Yeah. Nope. You're thinking average. Perimeter is actually just add up all the sides. So perimeter is how far it is around it. So you're just going to add up all the sides. How would I write that here? How do I add up the sides? That's kind of like the whole. Yeah, exactly. No, that's good. Very good. You're just going to add all 3 things. And then, so now you combine like terms. So 8x, 5x, 6x. So 13 minus 6 would be 7. And then 6 minus 5 would be 1. Plus 12 would be 13. Yeah, that was actually kind of a tough one. So I know the word problems are usually where most people kind of get kind of stuck on this a little bit. Very good. Jackson, what about you? Do you think you could help me with 15? And we don't even have to find the answer. I just was hoping you could help me set it up. All right. Opposite sides. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So you doubled it. Yeah. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. So basically, the point of this problem that's different from 14 is that they don't show you those two sides, but what you said was correct. You just kind of write in the missing info. Yep, good. 20. Who's going to help me with 20? Jack. Jack, can you help me with number 20? What do I do with that again? Yep. So 5x times 2x. Yep. Okay. Yep. And then last thing, maybe, yeah, yeah. It's always hard for, sometimes the internet just cuts out for seconds and things. So yeah, perfect. So this is called foiling. Some people don't like that term. Some people just like to multiply everything out. And if there's common terms, we put them together. So the 5x and the 6x can go together. And then that would be your final answer. Very good, Jack. Very good. Maggie, how's your internet working today? Okay. Oh, nice. So you did all the electronic handiwork. Well, I know. Sometimes it works fine, and other. Oh, like update. All right. Okay. And that seemed to help. Okay. Good. Good. How about squared? Like on 24, there's a squared 4. Do you remember what squared means? I'll go to somebody else, Maggie. How's that? It's a good lesson as to why you leave yourself muted there, Jackson. Okay, Maggie, I thought that came out of yours. So squared means that you're going to write it twice. Like that. How about from there? Do you think you could help me multiply those out, Maggie? Oh, there we go. Okay. Couldn't tell if yours cut out again or something. How do I multiply those out? Yep. Okay, how about next? Perfect. Whoa. What the heck was that? That's all right, my whole OneNote crashed. That must have been why yours glitched. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, what's your question? It wasn't. It didn't matter. On Thursday, I told you guys. On Thursday, I told you guys I put the review on Friday, but that you could do it whenever you wanted to. You just want to have it done by tomorrow because tomorrow's the test. Or I should say you want to have the review done before the test. Yeah, well, yeah, you're good then. Oh, okay. Uh, you don't even have to stay here to watch this if you've already done the review and like you don't like, because like I said, I know some people already did the test. I did want to put up this. Why is this labeled XX? What the heck? Mr. Caponigri. Okay. I did want to put that one up there because some people were confused on it that took the test already. Rocio, do you remember how to find the area of a rectangle? Okay. Well, that would definitely make the problem tough. Ian, how about you? Ian, do you remember how to find the area of a rectangle? Yeah. Yep. So a lot of people would say length times width. Yeah. You're basically just multiplying the two sides. Yeah, that's all right. So for this problem, our length and width, we could say width and height, whatever. It's just everybody has different wording. Are basically the two expressions. So we're going to do 4x plus 1 times 3x plus 2. Because a lot of people got really confused on this that took the test early. So I want to make sure you guys, this is kind of why I like you guys to do reviews before you take the test. But so on this one, it's the same as the problems we just did, but it's just a word problem, but we're still just multiplying this stuff out. Do you remember how to multiply these out, Ian? Yep. Okay, so you did the 4. Yeah. Yep. 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 Perfect. All right. This is so on the test you guys have we're basically trying to experiment a little bit to learn different things about the Schoology. On the test you guys have a question where you're going to write something on paper and upload a picture in the test. So I think it's question 12 or something like that. In question 12, it's this exact same style problem where you're going to write out the work and upload that picture. And so we're basically trying this out to see how well it works. I've used it with my other class. On the practice test that was on Friday, I think it's a practice test. I don't remember the words. There's an example question in that one that has you upload a picture so that you know how to do it. So if you guys want to practice that, you can certainly go to Fridays and do the question where it has you upload something. Other than that, this is basically we've done about half the review together. And I kind of promised you guys that I would only use up half of the hour. And I don't want to take much more of your time than this because I want you guys to have time to work on this if you want. You guys are welcome to take the test whenever. If you feel confident about it right now after doing the review, you can take the test now and be done with it. If you do that, though, just make sure that you come tomorrow for attendance. And once I have you down for attendance, you can take off. Otherwise, everybody else will take the test tomorrow during third hour. So that is it for today.